5 represents life, and audiogram because I'm doing it basically with voice and not all dolled up on camera and with my eyelashes and lip gloss and bodacious earrings. I don't have time to be doing all of that and then have to turn around and edit and cut and all of this for a video that I'm not even getting paid for. So I do audio. That's what they did back in the day, radio stations. You didn't see the radio personalities, and things were great. I enjoyed radio. I still do. I listen to radio a lot. So if you're going to tune in to me 9 times out of 10, unless I have pre-recorded a physical video, 9 times out of 10, I'm recording audio. It's easy and quick. And because I recently learned how to do it so that my YouTube clip is more up to date, in my opinion, I've learned how to use a application or a software program that suits me just fine for right now. Anyway, the reason that I'm making this audiogram 5 is because I question something that I heard on the YouTube. I believe the lady's podcast is IHIP podcast. I believe that stands for I've had it podcast. And I'm listening to her podcast. Normally I listen to Roland Martin, but I listen to this lady's podcast because, one, she is a Caucasian, and I want to listen to what Caucasian podcasters have to say about what's going on in the world through their lens. I hear many conversations from my people, and many of us do fairly good jobs. Roland does a really good job. He has boots on the ground, and he brings on people that are knowledgeable. We all make mistakes. I, for one, make a lot. But I, in most cases, would be more likely to accept what Roland says over someone else. This new podcast that I'm tuned into, I Had It podcast, again, it was just, I want to hear what this Caucasian lady has to say, and listen to her guest and the story she's covering. So what prompted me again to do this recording is that they were speaking of some lady running for a Senate or the governor of a particular state, but I don't remember the state that she's running for. But their conversation made me think about how far we've fallen from grace, and how Yahweh at some point in the ancient times, and when I say ancient, I mean during the time of Adam and Eve and Cain and Seth descendants. And at some point, Yahweh was troubled with mankind, humankind, and he said in so many words that it didn't say he regretted creating man. It's not worded the way I'm expressing it right now, but it was implied that Yahweh didn't like the direction that human beings were traveling. Their path had fallen short of his expectations. And so he decided to destroy humankind. So this happened during the days of Noah, the fact that it was time for humanity to be wiped from the face of the planet. But he had sympathy. He had a feeling of a moment where he knew that the heart of Noah was as close to where he wanted human beings at that moment in time. He wanted everyone to be and have the heart, mind, and soul of Noah. And so he decided to spare Noah and his family. There were 8 of them, if I am not mistaken. So there was Noah and his wife, right, and his 3 sons, and the 3 sons' wives. I'm going to take it upon myself to say that they were married to these women. So there were 8 of them. And Yahweh destroyed the earth for everything that every human being, with the exception of Noah and his family, Yahweh destroyed the earth. And every living thing, aside from the animals that Noah took with him on the ark, which, if you really look at it, it seems impossible that every living creature, 2 of every living creature was on that ark. But I don't doubt it, because Yahweh is magnificent. And Yahweh created the heavens and the earth and the stars, and that alone is incomprehensible. But to create a human being, the first human being, from molding it from the dust of the ground, and us having the nervous system and brain and reproductive systems that we do have, there are no words to express the greatness of our Father. So with that thought in mind, and those things that I